So today I'm starting a fresh playthrough of Rogue Legacy. I just played through the introductory sequence since there's no surprises there. I really enjoy roguelikes, and I enjoy the Metroidvania style of game. So this one's kind of right up my alley. I did play it on I believe it was the PlayStation Vita that I played it on before. But the Switch being kind of my new favorite system, I've been picking up games for the Switch more and more lately, even if I've already possessed them in other areas. So let's get to some dying. You can already tell I've been playing Smash Brothers recently because I was trying to jump when I wanted to attack and attack when I wanted to jump. Nothing teaches you to be wary of your wall art like Rogue Legacy. Oh, I thought that one wasn't even going to be. I thought that was going to be a real painting, but I'm glad I hit it anyway. See? I feel like I'm not getting very many gold drops this time. Maybe I'm just used to some of the bonuses on my other profile. I do not tend to rush the bosses too much. I prefer to build myself up a bit first, even if it means it takes me a few extra lives. I did not enjoy going for that one trophy on the PlayStation Network that required finishing this in something like 15 generations. Oh, where did that go? There it is. I'm also not used to not being able to dash or double jump in this game, apparently. Pretty much if it decorates the castle, it needs to die. Mostly so I can fund my next generation. These rooms get a lot easier with just a couple of runes. Oh, I am not prepared to fight that just yet. I'm gonna let that one go. And there I go. Definitely not my best first run, but definitely not my worst first run either on this game. Choose my heir. Barbarian. Early on I like barbarians just because they have more hit points. I don't really care about any of these traits. I don't care if I'm nearsighted or have a potty mouth. I don't care if the character's gay. I do like the axe spell though because it allows me to finish some of the fairy chests that I can't necessarily get otherwise. Might as well choose to not be nearsighted if I don't have to be. Now we'll unlock the smithy. How many blueprints? There's no sense in even checking on him just yet, I don't think. So let's build up some health. I guess I'll take that one. I'll have to excuse that. That's Bella. She likes to sit next to me when I'm playing. And she likes to keep me safe, but she's not going to be keeping me safe for much. She's tiny and cute. Okay, Tron, you can have all 10 of my gold. trait again. I guess the only real downside to that trait, I mean, the speech balloons don't really get in the way or anything. Just at the end of the run, when they have some parting words, they don't actually provide anything useful when it's one with the corporophilia or whatever that is. Usually these rooms have some kind of... Oh, there it is, but I have to be a dwarf to get it. Okay. Here's another one of those rooms. It's going to be a whole lot easier once I get some ability runes unlocked. Let's see what we can do, though. Alright, made it to this pile of nothing. Okay, I'm really doing bad this time. The last run wasn't horrible for a first run, but this one might end up pretty bad for a first run. And it's not even the first run. Although I guess I have... No, I don't have almost as much gold as last time. One thing I'm really bad at is remembering to use my magic. There's definitely times when it would help. And there I go. I am pretty disappointed by that one. I kind of like this part of the game though, where I get to choose my character. I don't care for mages in this game because mana feels like it's too short, but then there's some traits. Okay, the mage itself gives you mana, and there's also some traits and some runes that help make it a little more abundant. But again, early on, I'd rather just go with the barbarian. I do like peripheral arterial disease. That means I don't trigger those spike traps, and being clumsy is actually a benefit too, because when I break the items, then I get the gold and stuff. It's just a quality of life thing almost. I have a feeling I'm wrong about this blacksmith. He does start with a blueprint or two, doesn't he? Yeah, he starts with a sword blueprint. 250 to unlock, plus 7 damage. I'll have to remember that for after my next run. 50 gold, not enough to buy anything else. Here you go, all yours. I did it again. Too much Smash Brothers. Also forgot that I don't even have to swing at those things right now. If anyone knows any good rogue-lites for me to try, I mean, I've done Dead Cells and all that, but any new ones that are coming out or anything like that, I'd be glad to hear about it in the comments. They're definitely one of my favorite genres. Alright, I don't set these off. Here I was trying to avoid them. Yes, I like to clear out rings entirely. Get the easy gold while I can. Can I stand on those when I'm... Yeah, when I'm clumsy, I can't stand on the bookshelves either. So that's one downside to it. It's my first treasure chest this time around. There we go, I forgot again. Those skeletons remind me of an old, I don't know if it's I think it's an old Castlevania game where you actually capture the spirits of monsters and equip them, and you can have like an attack spirit and an armor spirit and a support spirit of some type. I think it was on the 3DS, although I could be wrong, could just be regular DS. I wish I could remember what game that was. I've kind of been wanting to play it off and on lately. think I've been forgetting that barbarians just don't do as much damage. They have a lot of hit points, but their attack is lower. And I'm hitting things that I'm expecting to die in one hit, and they are not. Okay, if I try this and fail, I'm not just going to lose the fairy chest, but the run's going to be dead too. Do have enough gold to get the new sword. I'm not even going to... Oh, look, there's some meat. I don't know why I broke that. I knew what was going to be in it, because it's always the same. And there's the Maya. I prefer to stay down in Castle Hamson until I have a bit more gold. Wow, survived that with one hit point. So this is my first time trying to actually seriously play a game while discussing the game. So I'm a little bit distracted, but that's I'll get better at that as I do it more. I'm pretty confident of that. I am enjoying it. Again, can't wait for the mobility runes. And another journal entry. Number 2. Although I am the eldest child, I am not my father's favorite. I have always known he planned to leave me with nothing, but if I find the cure, everything will change. The victor will earn nothing less than the throne upon his passing. Upon my ascension, my wife and my children shall move back into the royal quarters, back to the royal city, where once again we'll be treated with the respect we deserve. No longer will we stand for the gossip and petty slander of my cousins. The other dukes shall bow as we pass. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I must keep my priorities clear. Conquer the castle, find the cure, collect my reward. I don't remember those being that long. I wonder if I've ever actually really read through them before. I'm sure I did. Let's go back down here. Like I said, I'd like to try to clear out as much of it as I can. I don't like to skip a lot. Well, never mind. Lady Lisa has been slain. Yes, plus minus to open the map. Got it. We got Lady Nola the mage, Sir Teddy the barbarian with prosopagnosia. You'll have to forgive me. I don't know how to pronounce some of these words. Oh, we have a Lady Antoinette. That sounds a little scary right there. Dextrocardia and hypergonadism. I guess Lady Antoinette it will be. A little bit later I will do characters other than barbarians. I just like them to start because I don't feel very strong to start. Okay, so I have limbs to give me +5 magic. I don't really care about that at this point in the game. Actually, even later I tend to prefer the, what is it, Hokage or something like that. I like the class that's fast and does high damage. Here we can get health +20, mana +5. Yeah, we'll take that. And we will take +7 damage. Now let's see if we still have enough left to upgrade anything. I don't really care about the architect, but let's go ahead and get the enchantress unlocked so I can find some of those mobility runes and actually use them. Hi. Without those runes, she sucks at her job, she says. I guess that makes sense. So she does start with a sprint rune for the sword, vault rune for the helm. Yeah, even those two would be really helpful. I wish I would have remembered that before I got the equipment. So there's just, for me, there's something about this game. It's kind of neat, actually, because you get lost in Castle Hamson, sort of, so to speak. And I really can get lost in this game. Like, I'll put it on for a couple minutes, figuring I'll play it for a little bit while it might, like, wait for an update to download or wait for my kids to go to bed so I can actually focus on a game. But then I'll end up lost in this game, too. I guess that's one of the reasons that I don't tend to rush the bosses, because I really do just enjoy playing the game. Also, this sprint rune would be really helpful in this area. That's okay, we made it. Uh-oh. So I feel like the joystick on this controller, sometimes when I have it held down, doesn't think it's held down. And I don't think it's just that I'm off center, although who knows, it could be. Wow, that was bad. Well, farewell, Lady Antoinette. We killed one thing. Good job. Bury you with your money. I'm sure there was plenty of it. Okay, so there's one trait you will never see me choose. Never. No matter what. Doesn't matter what class it's on. I don't think I've ever seen it come up as all three of them. I will never choose Vertigo. It says welcome to Barfsville, and it's kind of right. There's one time I tried it. I actually did reasonably well with it, but I hated it. Stereo blind, you can't see in 3D. That's kind of cool. Savant. I don't really know what Savant does. You're very talented with a few issues. Baldness, another one of those harmless ones. I'm going to take the stereo blind one just because I like the effect it has. Alright, let's see if we have enough to unlock one of those mobility runes. Double jump's probably actually the more useful one. Yes, we can. Betting that makes it our only unlock for this run, though. Yes. Lots of gold for Charon. Sharon. I'm going to call you Sharon. Not sure what got into the dog today. If you hear that again, that's her worried that someone's coming to eat me or something. Those eye things that shoot the red shots are like the easiest things in the world to deal with until there's something else going on. Then they can be quite a nuisance. These knights, I always feel like I should be fast enough to hit them twice before they swing, and sometimes I am, but not very often, and I don't really know why. I guess it's a little bit like Monster Hunter in that your moves have consequences, your actions take so many frames, and there's a little bit of lag. Though certainly not on the scale of Monster Hunter. Especially not for someone that used a great sword. Ah, almost. A dash rune would have been helpful there. Guess I shouldn't have gone for the double jump. Oh good, we need... Why did I hit that one again? That's the magic one. This is the meat one. And this will be the dark, which I'm definitely... No, oh crap. Now I'm stuck. I don't think I could have double jumped out of there. Lady Jenny has been slain by a Grey Baron. At least that sounds a little better than Lady Antoinette has been slain by a Walter. Sir Darwin. Electorophobia is kind of funny. I don't really want to take that right now, but it's almost worth taking just for fun. Alright, let's be Lady D the Paladin. Yeah, we could get mana, we could unlock the Architect. I don't think I have enough for the dash rune. I'd be almost certain I don't have enough for the dash rune. No, not even close. So I guess I will unlock the Architect. If I can find my cursor, there it is. I don't think I have ever used the Architect except for the very first time I ever used him just to see what it was like when I used him. Part of that's because what I enjoy about these games is the randomness. I'm not like a power gamer. I don't like to make everything as efficient as I possibly can. I like to relax and enjoy the game. So that's why I don't use the architect. He's more so for if you're trying to be really serious about something. Maybe keep a boss fight right where you left it, or retry, like the advice on that last death screen, retrying the fairy chest. I like taking my time and just enjoying. Well, guess you're not going to swing. Now you're not going to swing ever again. So these rooms kind of bother me in a way. Only because I like to full clear everything, and I can't get to most things in these rooms. And even if the ones that I can reach through the wall and kill them, I can't collect any gold or anything they drop anyway. Even that chest down there, I think I have to be a dwarf to get. Okay, you guys are kind of annoying me because you can hit me from there. So we'll take care of you anyway. Feeling a little bit better about this run. We'll see. So my hit point and magic point pools are swapped. I think that means I have as many hit points as I would have had magic points, and as many magic points as I would have had hit points. Which, being a paladin and not using much magic, is probably not a great thing. Found blueprint knight helm. Of course it's for one of the pieces of equipment I already bought myself. We'll see how much of an improvement it is, and how expensive it is. Okay, I was feeling good about this run. Now I'm starting to stink it up a little bit. Give me some meat. I need some meat. Oh, thank you. Nope, that's actually a picture. So is that. You just never know. Actually, you can tell because they wiggle. But I still tend to just... Oh. Too much talky-talky. I know I can bypass rooms, Lady D, but I don't like to. Those rooms have gold in them, and things to kill. What do we have? Paladin, Ambulevus. You've got 2 left hands and can't cast spells properly. I don't care about that. Stereo blind. That one's alright. It is fun to be a gigantic barbarian from time to time. I might do that. What else? We have Lady Annabelle, Paladin. Hypergonad. So you knock things back far, and things knock me back not at all. So between Lady Priscilla and Lady Annabelle, I'm going to go with Lady Annabelle. Just because the combination sounds kind of fun. Let's see how much that helm costs. I'm sure I don't have enough for it. 250 to unlock? Maybe I do. And it gives me 5 more health, 15 more mana, adds 5 more weight. I'm soon going to have to start buying more weight. Alright. You're really going to love me this time. 0 gold for you. In we go. Well, that meat was kind of useless, but I'll take the gold. I get too excited in these rooms sometimes and mess them up when they're easy rooms, although being a little on the large side with this character doesn't help any. So many of them. So if I find out that some people are liking seeing these gameplay videos from Rogue Legacy, I'll probably actually take the time to get good at it properly too, so I can play it nice and relaxing, or I can equip a bunch of curse runes and play it. I have been able to do that in the past. I have not played it nearly as much lately, though. Holy cow. I don't know what I just got myself into there. Alright, if there's one thing I want to be slain by, McRib sounds good. I haven't had one of those for a while. Maybe later tonight. So Lady Henrietta the Mage. Again, I don't like mages. Knave. Dwarfism. I almost want to take him just for his dwarfism. I am going to take the Knave for his dwarfism. Now watch it not matter at all. I'm not even going to be able to upgrade anything this run. That's kind of unfortunate. Alright, what you got for me, Castle Hamson? So I don't think about it very often because, you know, I really enjoy playing like Smash Brothers and Mario Kart. It's hard to think of this, of indie games, I guess. I mean, even though they can be just as good, it's hard to think of them as being on the same tier because I'm kind of a little bit old school and I'm not used to them even existing, really. Though I am a fan of the concept since I was once an aspiring programmer myself. Though I'm well out of practice now, so no worries of me coming up with anything new anytime soon. But I'd have to say this is actually, even in the company of those games, this Rogue Legacy still ends up being one of my favorite games. Oh, I didn't see him down there. Whoa, I didn't notice that either. I forgot that I was dwarf. I should be looking for passages like that. Okay, I'm not a dwarf anymore. Ceramic Glattery. Bosses drop large amounts of gold on their death. Yes, yes they do. Especially compared to the little tiny pieces of junk that everyone else has given me. So we got a mage without anything exciting, a paladin without anything exciting, and another mage without anything exciting. I'm going to go with paladin. I bet if I actually learned to use my magic, I would fare a little bit better. Hey, I can gain some mana. It's the only thing I can upgrade this time, so why not? I feel like this is the same as my last run, but I did not use the Architect. Okay, now it's a little different. Again, I need more mobility runes. Okay, I feel like I should be able to do this one, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to mess it up. Yep, there we go. At least we were able to get back in one double jump through the air. And journal entry number 3. So I almost always have all these journal entries before I get done piddling around in Castle Hamson. I'll just be honest about that. It's just where I like to be to start. So the price is fair because none return. Oh, hey look, I used magic by accident on the journal. A lot of projectiles in this room. Now we're getting to thin them out a little bit. Oh, I was just about to say that was close, and then I bounced off them without even moving. Pictures. The pictures make me nervous. I'm really starting to dislike this style of room. They're everywhere right now. So I find that down stab kind of hard to time, but once I get used to it again, I'll be used to it again. It does get easier as I go. I don't think it even looked like my sword hit that, but I'll take it, I guess. Oh no. Yep. Lady May, impaled by spikes. Learn the nuances of your spell to maximize their potential. I need to work on that. Sir Octave, the barbarian with no traits. And Knave, Ectomorph will pass. Dwarven Paladin, that's classic. I don't like the chickens freak you out part, because it makes it a little harder to heal. But I'll take it. I am pretty disappointed with these first, well, the first couple weren't bad, but these last few runs. No gold, not even one coin. Oh, dwarf's so cute. Ooh, well that makes up for the no gold in the starting room, sort of. Yeah, I saw it. I'll get back up there. There we go. There's a dwarven hole. Where does it go? Oh, just back up here. Had me all excited there for a moment because sometimes that's how you find chests, although I should have realized there's none on the mini-map in the top corner there. Oh! That's the worst starting position in a room I've ever seen, with one of those bouncing ball things right under me. That Doombus needs to come back. There. Oh, I missed. We'll get him this time. So I like the dwarfism because you can go places you can't go when you're big. But I also do not like the tiny little sword he gets then. I don't think I do any less damage for being a dwarf, but it is harder to hit things and not get hit myself. Another Doombus. See, I trusted a painting once, and that happened. Maybe I am doing less damage, because that took 3 hits to kill. No, it didn't. I didn't hit it the first time. And I'm a paladin. Yeah, I'm a paladin now. So I am doing normal damage. Is the painting just a painting, or is the painting the boss painting? That one looks like it's just a painting. I don't see it moving. Yeah, that's just a painting. I do seem to recall there being some other trick to those paintings, but I don't remember it right now. And I'm honestly fairly certain I'm not far enough in the game for it to matter anyway. I just realized that whole floor is that stuff. Hey, there's my fear of chickens. I forget now, if I kill it, can I eat it? Yeah. Although it was barely worth it. Oh, there we go. She could have used some peripheral arterial disease. So I don't like this one because it's the one and only way, the prosopagnosia, whatever it is, it's the only way that I ever end up choosing someone who has vertigo. I don't really mind this chronic insensitivity to pain because truthfully I don't look at my hit point bar all that much because it's kind of tucked up there in the corner. If I'm looking at that, I'm not looking at what's going on. Every once in a while I glance as the room's changing, just so I know if I need to eat some chicken, especially in the rooms, boss rooms and the rooms before going to different sections of the map. Guess we're going with Paladin. Sir Hornsby. I think we got a little more gold this time. I think we can get that dash rune, in fact. That is the only other rune I have, yeah. There we go. Whoops. We can hit the right button. Oh, I was hitting the right button. I was just doing the wrong spot. We could double jump and dash. No, I didn't think there would be anything else I could upgrade there, but I wasn't sure. This will make up for a couple runs ago when I gave nothing. Yes, I know I could go through this faster, but I'm obviously a little bit uncoordinated tonight, so I'm choosing to play it a little bit safe for the moment. Okay, done playing it safe. Oops. I keep hitting the button just a little too late. Dash rune isn't very helpful if I don't use it at the right time. I think I'm a little too tall to go under that now. You see why I took a safe in that room. Totally uncoordinated today. Wow. Okay, Sir Hornsby was slain by a flame lock. Dodge the Chakram's return trip to maximize damage. I wonder if that means just because it's out longer and can hit more things, or if it actually becomes more powerful as it flies. I don't know, it doesn't really say. There it is, just says throws a chakram which comes back to you. Dementia. I forget what dementia does, but it's a mage, so I don't think I'm going to take it. Paladin, Farsighted. I don't really mind that terribly, and Conflux is kind of a neat spell. It does allow me to also complete some fairy chests that I can't otherwise complete, if I remember correctly. Nothing to unlock. So here you go, have all my gold. I don't really mind the farsightedness too much. It might be a little bit annoying and it might be a little unfortunate for video quality, but there are far worse traits. This may sound kind of unnecessary, but while I'm thinking about it, I do want to give a shout out to Cellar Door Games. Thank them for making a game that tends to take more of my time than it should, and for their stance on using their games for purposes like producing YouTube content. I know that I am enjoying doing this. I hope that some of you enjoy watching the video. If you are enjoying it, feel free to hit that subscribe button. Feel free to give me some comments, some advice on what I could be doing better, other than getting better at the game, which I'm well aware of and used to be, but have not played it for some time. Oh, I can go down through here. Oh, I see the sparkle. There's a chest. Haste room for the helm. I don't think I'll be... which... Well, maybe the helm doesn't have a room yet, so maybe. Nerdy glasses. I have to look up what some of this stuff does. Again, it's been a while. I don't know if I really want to. I kind of like the nerdy glasses. Helio's Blessing. Fairy chest objective. Defeat all enemies. I like these ones. That's pretty... Oh, right. It's not that straightforward. I forgot. Some of the ones that are in really big rooms and have a fairy chest objective. There we go. Right there. Defeat all enemies. These are the ones I was thinking of. And there's usually an out-of-depth enemy. Or two. But that's okay. More often than not, if I'm really being careful, I can handle it. And my double jump just saved me from landing right on that zombie's head. I'm a little concerned about that down below me. Is that on... Oh, I see it spikes underneath, but he's not on like a spike trap floor. I gotta figure out how to get behind him and turn around quick enough. There we go. And this was a Doomvis. Oh, it's a Doomscape. Oh, darn. Oh, that was so close. What was I saying about out-of-depth enemies and how I can usually do okay if I'm a little bit careful? Alright, we're going to do one more run for today. So again, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe. We also have a link to a Facebook page, which I'm just starting to get established. I'm hoping we can discuss some of these indie games, and in particular the roguelites. I welcome suggestions on YouTube, on Facebook for games to play. I'd be glad to review them as long as I can get a hold of them. We have Paladin, Savant, Tunnel Vision. I don't like that one. I don't remember why, but I remember Tunnel Vision being kind of unfortunate. Random muscle spasms and a knave. Alright, so we got Paladin. Can't knock enemies back and chickens freak me out. This run is doomed before I even pick a character. I guess I'm going to go with the knave. Oh, I do have a little more gold now. Let's check on that rune. Is my helmet slot already filled with something? Yes, my helmet slot is my double jump. I'm not that interested in haste. So let's see what we can throw some money on here. I know I'm eventually going to need equip up. Attack up's probably a good investment while I can afford it. Let's take some attack up. I probably should have planned that out better because now I have 120 left over. And I bet if I would have looked, I could have spent more than 180 gold. And again, I'm not caring about efficiency, so I don't really care if I end up really high in level before I finish. Couldn't remember which character I chose for a moment there. I was expecting that chicken to come after me. Oh, you came out of nowhere. And to nowhere you returned. Oh, I forgot what was in this room. I was just thinking, okay, Howard's already there, so I cleared it. That's another benefit of trying to clear out all the rooms as I come to them, is as I'm going back through, I don't have to be quite as careful. Although I guess that's also a downside. So I guess that really subtle screen shake, that was actually the muscle spasm thing. And if I wasn't using one of the less expensive Pro Controller models that doesn't have vibration, then it would have done that too. I am almost certain that I cannot get this fairy chest just yet, but let's find out. Yeah. Actually I could have, but I messed that up. I actually knew the layout of the room and knew I couldn't just jump back into that little section, but I did it anyway. It's hard to think of that quickly when I'm on the spot. I'd say I'm going to switch to my main file and do a little practice before I record again, but I'm not sure that that's actually beneficial. I think that some of my experiences on that one are actually holding me back because I forget what it's like to play without a whole lot more upgrades. Oh, you know what? Let's make this go out with a bang. We're going to go die against this boss. Oh, and I see I have that chakram. I wonder if I can test that. Does it do more damage? I don't think it did more damage that way. Oh, there we go. One more hit and I'm done. And there it is. I knew I wasn't going to be able to do it this time, but I thought it was a good way to end the video. So again, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe all you want. And I will see you another day, probably to play more Rogue Legacy.